Shout out to all my brothers out there that got the beard. They like to take care of it. They like to keep it groomed. Look, we got a Black Friday sale going on right now. $5 off our essential beard growth oil and another $3 off the balm. Right now, I'm telling you, it's going to have your beard soft and glistening with a brilliant shine all day. The link is at the top line of the description, and the best part is the shipping is free for a limited time only.
To this, I want to talk about a story that popped off the other day. So the Art of Dialogue, they had Beanie Sigel on, and he was talking about Jay-Z overshadowing his project. Now he went on to say, I quote, "I used to have questions like why every time my album dropped, Jay would drop right on top of me, right before me. Back then when it was physical copies, so if you had like $20 that you saved up, you were going to buy the album, and it's under the same house. Rockefeller, between Jay and Beanie, 9 times out of 10, you're going to buy Jay-Z's album." And he went on to say, "I never understood that. Every single album that I dropped, Jay dropped right on top of me. To have in-house competition of that magnitude was crazy. I always thought, let me breathe." What do you think about that, man? Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of people went ham on Beanie Sigel because of this. Like in the comments, on Twitter, wherever this video was posted or reposted, people was going at Beanie like, you ungrateful son of a, you know what.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that, though, man?
Man, you really want to know?
Man, spit it out, man. Let's get it, man. Uncensored, baby.
These niggas will do anything for a couple dollars, boy.
Damn.
Point blank period. And it's sad to say that about Beanie Sigel, somebody that we've grew up listening to, Broad Street Bully, one of the most vicious lyricists in our generation. I ain't gonna take nothing away from brother and his talents and what he could have been, what he was for Philly, what he was for the Rock at the time, Rockefeller, what he was for State Prop. Dude was an absolute animal. A dog. Deserves, if there was a hip-hop Hall of Fame, which maybe there should be, he deserves a place in the hip-hop Hall of Fame. Nothing taken away from him. But this reminds me of employees that sit at a job. This job is giving them benefits. This job is taking care of them for 40 years. But there they are getting mad at the manager. The motherfucker signing their checks. Oh, he do this. Oh, he do that. Complaining and whining. But you damn sure go cash that check every other week. And it takes care of your family. And it has for 40 damn years.
Woo!
And for you to bite the one hand that fed you the best. And I'm not saying that in the term the way you couldn't go get money and do anything from a legal perspective. The hand that fed you the best. You go ahead for 12, 13, 14, maybe 3 or 4. Bash the dude because it's the popular thing to do now. And I just got to call it for what it is. I love Beanie. Wanted to get him on here. So to sit back and say that a couple dollars was exchanged, we know that to be a fact. It is what it is. So it's just sad that people are using the narrative of kicking Jay-Z in the back as a fuel to feed the algorithm because it's popular in the algorithm right now and to kind of go and find those pieces that could go ahead and do their bidding. But, I mean, that's the generation and the world we're living in right now. So it is what it is, man.
All I'm going to say is, man, royalties paid these niggas lawyer fees, and that's how niggas rewarded me. Beans, I ain't trying to change you. I'm trying to give you some game to make the transition from the streets to the fame. Like, are you serious, man? Are you serious? We already went through this back in the day, a few years, whatever it was, where you was in the whole court and Jay-Z was supposed to sign for you and he said he wouldn't sign for you. The man gave you an opportunity of a lifetime. The reason why anybody knows who you are today is because Jay-Z gave you a chance. Yes, you had the talent.
100%.
Right? You're a beast. Like we already alluded to. We can't say nothing about that. Everybody knows you bodied Jada and you was spitting. Some people would say you was arguably a better rapper than Jay-Z. But you weren't a better artist than Jay-Z. And I just don't like to see situations like this where this is not like where you guys were like a partnership or anything. Nah, he put you on, bro. And he put you right beside him. I don't give a fuck when the albums dropped or when they dropped, who dropped when, if y'all dropped on the same day. It's going out to millions of people. And if it's hot, they're going to buy it. Back then, it didn't matter what label you was on. If you was hot, we was buying it.
Yep.
It could be 10. It used to be mad people on Rockefeller that people would buy. I was buying anything Rockefeller. Mm-hmm. It made you want to buy it even more. You should thank Jay-Z even more for that. Oh, Jay drop, Bean drop. I'm going to grab both of them joints. I was grabbing a mill shit. All money is legal. I couldn't wait to buy that. Memphis Bleak, Drag On, Rel, anybody that came out of Rockefeller back then we was buying because of how hot the label was. How dare you, dog? So now you're gonna blame Jay-Z for your failures?
For a couple of dollars, he will.
Is it Jay-Z's fault you got shot too in the Ville? Like, is it? Come on, man. Like, yo, and a lot of these dudes be Muslim and Christian, and you ain't supposed to be like, come on, bro. It's weak as hell, bro. Now he in a food truck and shit or whatever. I'm not gonna say the brother's bitter. I don't know his financial situation. I know he had an issue. He went to prison for taxes and whatnot. But you put yourself in these situations, bro. Jay-Z made you a millionaire. He said, I made these ends millionaires, and that's how he reward me. Come on, man.
Yet you never see in the clips of interviews, especially recently, of somebody going, yo, that was my fault. Yo, I hold my sound accountable. Yo, I tricked off so much money and did so much drugs and fucked up so much. That man don't owe me nothing. He did it all. I bet you I should probably wouldn't even be out. And that's the sad part.
You don't hear Free saying shit?
Nah, at all. And it's crazy because it's the one that, because I was gonna bring up G-Dep. That's a whole different situation.
Okay, yeah.
But when it comes to it's crazy how you see people that were really fucked up and really messed up. They're grateful for the opportunity that was given to them. But it's the ones out here that took advantage and shitted on that opportunity that is the ones that are bitter and pointing their fingers. And we see a lot of that when it comes to Jay-Z now. And it's unfortunate. You see it like, I'm trying to literally think of how many people Jay-Z screwed off from his original circle that are out here mad. DeHaven is probably the oldest one.
Handful. It's a handful. Dame.
Who's Jazzo.
But they got cool again, I think.
Okay, they cool again.
Right.
Beans came out of nowhere. Because it wasn't always like that.
Right.
So it's just like, damn, when you look at the
3 people.
Yeah. And then you look
thousands.
at maybe their actions, it's like, dog, how many relationships have you severed and you burn on your way to going to greatness? How many times have you have had conversations or heard conversations about, hey, yo, sometimes people got to get left behind in order for you to get to where you have to go if they're not going to help you move the way you need to move. So this man should be at fault for doing that. It's crazy, man. It's sad.
What are you doing catching cases and shit, dog, when you're a multimillionaire? One of the biggest moguls of hip-hop ever. Why are you in court catching cases? Mm-hmm. Leave that street shit alone for a minute, man. Like, what are you doing? Move away from the street shit. Leave the street shit alone. You lucky you ain't die, bro.
Yeah.
In them streets and shit. Like, what are you doing, bro? You know what I mean? So this is like, and this is, we see a lot with these rappers, and once they start making money, they can't leave the street element alone. And Beanie Sigel was one. You can't blame Jay-Z for that shit. Mm-mm. You can't blame Jay-Z for back taxes. You can't blame Jay-Z for fucked up kidneys and shit. And years of drug abuse and alcohol abuse. Jay-Z didn't put the liquor down your throat, bro. You're supposed to be a Muslim. What are you even doing drinking? And I know, I get it, we not perfect. Mm-hmm. None of us are perfect, right? We all got flaws, but come on. I don't like to see this shit. All these years down the line. See, Free never would do it. Some guys never would do it. So why are you doing it? And the only ones that you see doing it is the ones that seem like they're not doing that good in life right now. Like they probably feel like they figured they should have been somewhere that they not right now, bro.
Yep. And someone waved a few dollars in their face and they said,
man,
fuck Jay-Z.
Man. I want to play this joint because we're going to be able to relate real quick. And this is actually ties in to this. I actually do have this video on this. See, I got the other phone, so that's why I had that Trey Songz video. But I got this one. Okay. I want to hear your thoughts on this real quick.
Gotcha.
Hold on.
When is Dame Dash going to be honest about why Jay-Z actually left him and stopped trying to recreate history and really manipulate the younger generation into believing these lies? Everyone knows when Jay-Z and Dame Dash were the presidents and all this kind of stuff of Rockefeller, Dame Dash brought in Cameron, Dipset, basically, and said he was going to make them vice presidents. Mind you, Jay-Z was also a part of Rockefeller leadership. And Dame was acting like this was only his decision, basically trying to treat Jay-Z like Jay-Z was just a rapper. And that's why in Jay-Z's songs, he says, I'm a businessman. Not only am I the businessman, I'm a businessman, because Dame Dash was trying to play him out like he was just a rapper. And Jay-Z had to let it be known, no, baby boy, I'm also the businessman. Dame Dash bringing in people like a Cameron, who Jay-Z didn't even get along with, and tried to act like, yeah, he gonna be on this label. And that's why Jay-Z, once he saw how Dame was moving, bringing in a whole crew that Jay-Z didn't even get along with, That's when he separated from your ass because you was doing shisty things. You were trying to act like Jay-Z was your worker and as if y'all weren't equal. So Jay-Z stepped off and said, hey, if I'm just a rapper, go find another one. And you ain't been able to find another one since. And that's why y'all are mad. Listen, Jay-Z is not perfect by far, but I remember what happened.
What's your thoughts on that? And this is Nez got the juice underscore lemonade. Just I guess she's a random lady. I don't know if she has any ties in the industry.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but yeah.
Remember the time. I remember the time, and I remember about the time they started really breaking up, and it was around the time where Dipset and Cameron and all them started getting a little more of a voice, and then you started seeing bickering back and forth. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'll look at what happened immediately after Rockefeller broke up. You have one person that went like this, and another person that went like this. You had one person whose ego was here, had another ones who built up to get there. You know what I mean? You got two very powerful dudes, and Eagles are obviously going to run the show, but this sounds like Dame Dash. This sound during those times, his bravado, the way he moved, he had his place in Rockefeller Records and in the Rock, and he probably felt like his place was more important than others. And Jay-Z just shut up, create great music, and let me handle it. I brought you in the music business. I taught you the game. Sit in your place. And Jay-Z was like, all right. All right. I'm going to show you. In 2024, you got one person's at a billionaire, and you got another person doing interviews saying what they saying. So I don't know, wasn't there, can't say it's 100% true, but when you look at it and how she broke it down and you remember how times were and then you look at where they at now, it's not too far-fetched, bro.
We know a lot of people say, I want to get your thought on this. I'll see people saying, well, Dame went against the establishment. Dame went independent. He tried to expose, that's why he's in the position that he's in, because he went against the powers that be, the establishment, the industry, for the people. What's your thoughts on that?
How long ago was that? What did he get taken away from him for going at the establishment? I mean, according to Dame, he still started his own network. Still created his own movies. This was well before that infamous Breakfast Club interview where he basically shunned anybody who wasn't their own boss on some power shit. Dope. It was a great interview.
Right.
So I don't think it's fair to use that as an excuse when up until now,
that's a good point, man.
He's never used it as an excuse. So I don't want to hear y'all use it as an excuse. He never did. And up until now, it's never been brought up. So don't just slide it in now because it's convenient for a narrative. I don't want to hear that shit.
Right. And look, everybody falls on hard times. But the people that really make it to the levels like Jay-Z did, they just made smarter decisions and better decisions. It maybe was a time where Jay-Z wasn't really spending like that. Maybe he was investing more than he was spending, right? It's something separated that. People want us to believe like that Dame went balls against the wall for the people and the powers that be took his money and made him broke. That Jay-Z did a blood sacrifice. He's Illuminati. He shitted on Dame, so they took him to the higher level. No. That's not how it works. Jay-Z made investments. He made wise business choices, and he made his way to the top. Remember Tidal?
Yeah, still got the shit.
Right. Remember, these liquor companies that he invested in? Dame Dash invested, he's supposed to put his money into Dead End Movies, right? And a network, right? What's the net worth? Like, what's your net worth? Now, what if Dame Dash was a billionaire and Jay-Z was broke? What would we be saying right now? Right? And it's not that it's all about, I want people to get misconstrued that it's all about money. But remember, all of these guys, they had a 33rd and a third of Rockefeller. So it ain't like Jay-Z just snatched something from him. He gave him his portion. He gave Biggs his portion. He took his portion and he moved on to something else. And he built a goddamn empire as a result of that.
Yep.
So it just goes to show you, like, if you put me against Elon Musk, he made better decisions than I made, right? And I get we different ages and whatnot, but you know what I mean? Whatever. And it was a point, let's just say Elon Musk versus somebody else, maybe in his class, they both was, Elon did some shit different.
Yep.
This person he invested in Bitcoin 15 years to whenever it came out. I ain't want to do it. I bought some bullshit ass vehicles and a bullshit ass this and jewelry and that. he invested 200,000 in Bitcoin when it was 2,000 per Bitcoin.
Yeah.
He's a rich man now. He made a better decision than me. That car that I bought is fucking crushed somewhere in the recycling thing. You feel me?
Yep.
So that's how this shit goes, man. He made bad decisions, and it's fine. We all do it. When you got people coming after your wedding rings, your jewelry, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You fucked up. And I've been fucked up. You've been fucked up.
Yep.
So we're not bigger than nobody. We keeping it real. Somebody would have asked me, yes, I'm fucked up, nigga. Oh, shit. It's just what it is. Don't mean I can't come back out the mud.
Word.
Don't mean I can't get back where I was. Right now, I'm in a bad situation. Right now, Dame's in a bad situation. But go ahead, yeah.
Most importantly, dog.
Yeah, go ahead.
Never once will you or I point the finger at anybody else or blame anybody else for our missteps, our
Right.
failures, our current, present, past situations, and trying to find a result. And that's the punk shit that you see grown men out here blaming other grown men for what happened to them.
Right.
When do bosses do that?